And so most of your sponsorship, actually, I think all of your sponsorships are in kind, whether full in kind or partial in kind. You do not have financial sponsorships like many endemic brands because you make racers perform better. So it's the performance that you're looking at. You let the performance speak for itself through the racers. How is an in-kind sponsorship structured at AEM, whether it's partial or a full in-kind sponsorship, which just means a product sponsorship for those guys who don't know what in-kind is?
Yeah. So I'm sure a lot of people listening or watching right now are very familiar with the various terms of sponsorship. But if you're new, there's generally two types. You have a financial sponsorship, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's money. And then you have an in-kind or a product sponsorship, which is product in exchange for deliverables on that marketing agreement. And we do in-kind and we do fulls and partials. And what we look for is, I guess the answer to that is, depends on what the objective is. So,
okay.
One of the great things about racing is racers are racers, and they want to win, they want to go fast, and they're definitely going to look into other people's pits and see what they're running. And so if you're working with teams that are well put together, that are successful at the track, or that budding team that just needs a little bit of help to now take that next step and be competitive or maybe achieve that championship status, which is somewhat of a halo type of a sponsorship, really, or the holy grail sponsorship, right? When you take that guy who's almost there and you're able to kind of help them achieve that championship success. That's an amazing story, and I think a great testament to what we make here and what the racer is able to accomplish with it. But so that's the boots on the ground stuff, right?
Right.
But we look beyond that. It's we're not, hey, run our parts and throw a sticker on the car and we're going to hope for the best and we'll hope you out there talking with us. We expect deliverables. We live in a digital world now, and I think it's for anybody who's seeking sponsorship, start building up your profiles. Where do people go for information today?
Right.
Where do people spend their time? I challenge any, if you have an iPhone or any kind of phone that's tracking your usage, go take a look at how much time you're spending on social media and then extrapolate that out across the world. People are spending a lot of time on social. They're going there for information. They're going there to aspire from other people's accomplishments. This guy has my car, only he's built it, and I love what he's done. What's he done? What can I learn from him? So we're looking for those types of things. But let me back up for a second. So on the racing side, really, we look for racers who represent themselves well. I'll also qualify that we're not looking, we're not only sponsoring championship teams. What we're looking to sponsor are winners. That doesn't necessarily mean the guy in the winner's circle every week. It means the guy who is well respected, is well trusted, works hard, competes, plays to win, goes to every race prepared to win, to do his best. We race. Everyone in this building has either raced, still races, or supports some kind of racing in some kind of series. Practically, cool. I mean, we got a couple of accountants and things like that. They're not necessarily racer people, but our engineering staff,
they have
our sales
e-racers
staff,
is what they have.
Our tech support staff, our upper management. We've all raced. Everybody has some type of performance or racing background here. And so we get it. But that doesn't mean you want to ghost your sponsors when you don't do well. We still want to hear from you. We want the photography. We want the videos. We want the story. We want to be able to tell people what we're doing, what challenges you've had, and how you plan to overcome those things. So it's really that relational elements and being able to deliver on that stuff. So put really simply, assets. Think about your racing program beyond just, I go to the track and I've got sponsor stickers on my car, and if I win, then they get their picture maybe on a handful of websites or social media posts. This is more of a, hey, I've gone to the track, win, lose, or draw. I have developed what happened into a story this weekend that I can tell. I can share some anecdotal thing, hopefully, ideally. And I know this isn't easy to do, guys. This is why maybe it helps to have somebody who has more of a marketing mind to capture all this stuff when you're actually wrenching and trying to get ready for the next round. But is somebody taking a look at, if you're having a problem with a part, or you're having a problem with a car, was something that you're sponsored with, was that able to help solve your problem at the track? That kind of story goes a lot farther for a company than, did I make the winner's circle, believe it or not.
Right. Because that's a shareable story too.
It's a shareable story. And the reality of it, for all of you out there listening, is companies spend a lot of money on advertising and marketing, and we back up. At AEM, we don't make a claim unless we've validated it. We've got dynos, we do third-party independent lab testing, all of that. Doesn't matter. People are still going to take our claims with a grain of salt. Who they want to hear it from is you, because you don't work for AEM. You've chosen to use our products, and if that product is working for you, there's a higher level of trust with that messaging coming from you. And that messaging is hypercritical in today's world. Look at Amazon. Who goes on Amazon and buys anything without first looking at how many stars it has, and then going through and taking a look at those reviews? It's the same kind of thing for your sponsors. You need to be telling your sponsor stories, or at least you need to be telling your story and figuring out where the context of that relationship fits into your story. Those are the types of things that are going to develop a long-term relationship with your sponsor recipients, or with your sponsor companies. Putting on the sticker, sending a couple pictures at the end of the year probably aren't going to get you a call back the next year.